Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So as you can tell, this is not your typical Dokkan video. I've actually played this for a little while and have debated whether to start doing videos on this or not, and ultimately decided to do content on it. One being, I personally enjoy it a lot. I'm actually taking a break from some of the other games like King of Fighters and kind of gearing toward this game a little bit. I pretty much grew up with this. For those that aren't aware, this is the mini four-wheel drive, I guess you call it mini yonks in Japanese. Pretty much it's RC cars without the remote control ability. It's pretty much, you have your components like, tires, wheels, gears, motors, chassis, whatever, and basically just run it through a track in an automated fashion and race. And this was pretty big when I was growing up in Japan, so a lot of good memories behind it. Magnum Saber is one of the old school stuff that I essentially grew up with. My personal favorite is Vanguard Sonic, so I'm hoping to get that body chassis or whatever the right term is for it at some point. But I think I definitely want to start doing videos on this. I really don't think anybody really covers it at this point. It's fairly new, came out I think in January, and yeah, it's early stage of the game, but I think it's got a lot of potential. So with that being said, I definitely plan on doing this series maybe a little bit more frequently than some of the games I've done in the past. So with that being said, let me just give you a general overview of what this game is like, and I'll do a detailed tutorial on a separate video. I just kind of want to do a general overview on this one. So this is basically your car settings or RC settings, and you have stuff like your body type, and different types, and you have your motors. I have the RevTune motor right now, which is pretty good in terms of like speed and whatnot. You have your gears, chassis, like tires, wheels, the stays, and rollers to make sure you hit the curves correctly and stuff like that. All these accessories and stuff like that. So it's pretty detailed, and it is a gacha game, so you do have to summon for these types of things. So it's actually a lot of fun. Now, in terms of like the general gameplay, we'll just go into like a quick, race real fast, and I can just kind of show you. But yeah, it's a great time killer, and it's actually a good alternative option from Dokkan Battle. Don't worry, I mean Dokkan is still gonna be like the main source of content, but I kind of enjoy this game a lot, so I definitely want to start doing more videos on it. So you basically start the motor and then get ready for the start, and you just kind of let the car do its thing. This is like the very first stage, so obviously it's very short, but that's pretty much what the general gameplay is. It's kind of like an automated simulation kind of deal, so I kind of personally like it. Just can sit back and watch it. You just kind of tweak your settings and whatever the case is. So it's personally a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Great time killer, like I said, and yeah. So I don't know, I guess the next thing we can do real fast, and again, this is kind of like a general overview, I think we should go ahead and summon, because I have some tickets available that I've saved. I've already summoned on this banner, so these are what the banners look like pretty much. And if you go with the details, these are the new featured items, and it's kind of weird seeing tires on top of like the the body types or whatever. So it's definitely interesting. It's actually pretty addictive, and I enjoy it a lot. So I have these gacha tickets, so I have like over 100, so I can do 2 multis. So we'll go ahead and do that. That way you guys can actually see like what the animations look like, similar to anything really. As long as you get like the rainbow animations, you're pretty much guaranteed a 4-star parts or item. But I don't know if it'll happen in this case. Okay, so not quite, but so this is your typical animation where maybe a 2-star type deal. This is actually pretty good. I did want a 3-star level Hyper Mini motor, so that's actually pretty nice. So you have all these components, and you know, each thing serves like a different function. You have different like specialties. Like some of these guys are good for, like this one's good for straightaways, and you know, you have ones that are for corners and like avoiding course outs and, you know, stuff like that. So, or you know, climbing. You know, there's like basically tracks that do climb up, and then, you know, it's not your typical straightaway type deal. So that's one of the areas where, you know, you kind of have to test around with the settings and figure out what the best modifications are. So it definitely makes it a lot of fun. The customization option is what I really enjoy about this game so far. And look, what the details I'll cover in another video with the actual, you know, tutorial. So we'll hold off on that for the time being, but hopefully I get a nice animation here. Yeah, it really sucks because I actually pre-registered for this when it first was announced, and then I ended up losing the account, so I had to start back up, and you know, I had some good stuff with it, but you know, it is what it is. But that was the kind of like the rainbow animations, guaranteed 4-star type deal, so hopefully I get something good here. And like duplicate parts and items, you can basically recycle them to it's kind of similar to the awakening medals of Dokkan Battle. You can actually recycle it to, you know, get kind of like the medals you need to, you know, awaken or whatever the case is. So that's the 4-star wheel item, so that's pretty good. I could definitely find some uses for that. A lot of tires, as you can see. To be honest, a lot of these guys are going to be recycled, but you know, it is what it is. Some of the stuff like rollers, I'll probably keep extra copies in case I want to go with a certain modified option and stuff like that. So, I mean, in summary, this is pretty much, yeah, this is pretty much the deal. So again, you have stuff like the Grand Prix where it's technically PvP, but it's not really live or anything. You just kind of see the results, but you know, a lot of good stuff comes with it. I'm having a lot of fun so far. So I mean, again, like I don't know of that many YouTube channels that actually cover this game. It's relatively new too, so you know, hopefully some of you guys actually heard about this or play it. And you know, I'm kind of a new player myself, so if you have any, you know, useful tips and tricks after playing a while, definitely, you know, leave comments about it. I definitely want to learn as much as I can too, and become better as a player. So hopefully we can start a little bit of a community on this one, and we'll see what happens with it. But again, look out for a detailed tutorial video on it at some point. I'll probably start covering it a little bit heavier on a more normal schedule, I guess, so to speak. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But as far as this video goes, we'll leave it at that, and hopefully enjoyed a breath of fresh air with the you know, Hyper Dash GP mobile game. So definitely let me know what your thoughts are, and we'll go from there. All right, I'll catch you guys later.